Here are the top 4 retention marketing channels that'll get your customers to come back again and again and again. What's up, guys? Mark here. Today, we're going to be going over the 4 retention channels that you should be using in your e-commerce business. These are the 4 channels that I've pretty much committed the last 9 years of my life to mastering with my clients and partner brands and agency and everything that I've been a part of. So we're going to get into what these 4 channels are, what's the tech behind it, how can you leverage these channels, and how you can implement them right now for Q4. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with the number 1 channel. This is the biggest one. This is the baseline. You must be doing this. I don't care if you're doing a couple $1,000s a month, $100,000 a month, $1 million a month, $5 million a month. You must be sending email, and you must be sending email weekly. Email is still the highest ROI activity that you can be doing for any e-commerce brand, okay? It's the baseline. It's how we fundamentally drive retention traffic. And if you don't have an email list, you do not have an e-commerce business. If you ever go to sell your business, if you ever talk about selling your business, which most people that start an e-commerce-based D2C consumer brand business, you should be looking at an exit one day. These are capital-intensive businesses, and they're not meant to be ran for decades on. For most people, I would say 99% of people that start these brands, you should be looking to build it and sell it at some point. And the only real value behind a D2C business, it's not going to be the IP in your product. It's not going to be a fancy, cool website. It's not going to be a cool logo. The highest IP of any e-commerce business is going to be first-party data. And that first-party data that lets you talk with existing customers. The number 1 way that we talk with existing customers is by collecting their email and getting consent to email to them. The more active customers you have, the more people that are coming back every month to buy from you, and the bigger, more sustainable, profitable, long-term, valuable business that we have. Email is a top priority. You should be sending a minimum of 2 emails a week. I don't care if your list is even a couple thousand people. You need to keep consistent, and you need to treat your email like a media property. You're not always hard selling to people and say, shop now, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. People are going to get really tired of that. You want to treat your email as a mix of a media property where you're highlighting blog articles, you're showing the mission and the vision behind your company. You're giving behind the scenes looks. You're doing flash sales. You're giving people a new means to communicate with you that's going to get them to open up, because not everyone's going to buy all the time. Only 4% to 5% of your market is actually ready to buy at any given time. So that's why e-commerce conversion rates are somewhere between, on average, 2.5 to 2.8%. When we look at how much traffic's come to that website, there's only 2.5 to 2.8% of people that are going to buy. Sometimes down to 1 to 1.5, sometimes up to 4 to 4 to 5, depending on how high intent that traffic is. So going back to it, you should be sending at least 2 emails a week, up to 5 to 7 a week if you're at the 7-figure a month level. These emails are going to make you money, and they're going to help grow your business. And the more you can foster relationships with that email list, the more you will make. An email list will also die. Not everyone that's on that email list is going to last forever. Every email has a shelf life. And what happens is, if you're not communicating enough with these emails and your email list, then those people will stop receiving your emails. We're fighting the promo tab in Gmail. We're fighting spam filters. We're fighting all of these things that can prevent your hard-earned emails from actually seeing your content, right, and buying from you. Number 1 is email. You should be sending consistently, and you should use this as the baseline of your retention program. Next up, number 2, SMS. If you sell in the US and Canada, but specifically the US, SMS is also a must. All the big dogs are doing it. SMS is so important. And I will tell you, SMS, even though it's simple and character counts are small, it's still complicated. And it is super important that you follow all local, state, and federal compliance and protocol when it comes to sending SMS campaigns. And that's why with us at Breadloaf and all of our clients, we've been around and we've seen SMS progress as a channel over the last 8 years. And a lot has changed. A lot is still changing, literally monthly. We see different changes in SMS and the carriers and the platforms. The top 3 platforms that I recommend you use is Attentive, PostScript, or Klaviyo. Attentive and PostScript really came into the market at the same time. And In my opinion, they're both great platforms. I love them. They're great and all, but they have their own attribution. They have their own platform. And if you're just getting started now, and let's say you want something encompassing altogether, you want to do email and SMS in the same platform, you want to keep it simple, just use Klaviyo. I love Klaviyo. We've been a Klaviyo partner since 2016. Klaviyo started off as email, and then they got into the SMS game about three and a half years ago. And they've really built out a solid SMS product. And what I love about keeping everything in Klaviyo is that we can see apples to apples in attribution versus potentially inflated attribution in another platform. So SMS number two, you should be sending anywhere from 2 to 4 SMS a month. Now, the thing about SMS is you get charged on a credit basis. So every SMS you send has a credit amount and is going to charge you. Depending on your carrier and the plan and the platform and what you're using, will be dependent. And I will also tell you, you have to be careful, because if you go over a certain character count with an SMS, you're going to get charged for a potential double or triple to just to send one SMS. And same, if you send an MMS, which is anything with an emoji or a media file, you'll also get charged more for that. So you want to look at SMS similar to how you look at ads, because you're getting charged on a per unit basis for how many you send. I recommend looking at how many credits do you need a month, how many campaigns you want to send, and then you want to maximize your campaigns each month. To start off, keep SMS very simple. I would say start sending SMS only, no MMS, and keep the character count to 1. We want to keep it under, it's a little bit different, but usually around 110 to 130 characters, depending on the platform and what's in it, because you also have to look at the sender name and the link that actually gets generated. SMS number 2, anywhere from 2 to 4 SMS a month on a regular month. Heavy month, you could double that. As we go into Q4, if you've got a lot of launches in your peak season, don't be afraid to send more then. You don't want to overuse SMS. Email, you can send things and you can be consistent with it. And media, send like blog highlights and other things that aren't potentially sales related. SMS, you want to focus more on direct response. You don't want to say, hey, look at our new blog and send that out and waste your credits there. You want SMS to be more of a direct response sales related channel. And because of that, we have to use it more sparingly. Next up is push. Mobile commerce has become a big topic over the last few years. One of my favorite platforms. And as SMS has gotten more expensive and more popular and everyone's doing it, we have been diving into the channel of push over the last 4 years. And we build mobile apps using a platform called TapCart. We've been partners with them since the get-go. And the cool thing about push is now we can opt users in. They can download our iOS and Android app. They can opt into push, and we can send as many push notifications as we want. So we usually try to send around 2 a week. They're there. And this is where you can also send special highlights, promotional offers. You can do more content marketing in there. And there's a lot we can do with push. We could talk about that all day, but push is the third channel that you're going to want to layer in there. And I highly recommend, if you're a scaling brand, if you're doing multiple 6 figures a month, you should be building a TapCart app, and you should be layering on push as that third channel. Last channel, direct mail. Please get into direct mail. Low hanging fruit right now. I love direct mail because we have all this first-party data attached to shipping addresses and billing info. We specifically partner with Postpilot. They're our direct mail partner. They're essentially the Klaviyo for direct mail. And now we're able to send direct mail campaigns to past purchasers. Postpilot can do a lot more too. You can do prospecting. You can do a lot of stuff with buying data. But my favorite pace, the low-hanging fruit, is everyone that's bought from you in the past that's not opted into email or SMS, or is opted in, but is not opening any of those campaigns. If they're opted into email, they might not actually see your email because they're going to their spam filter. A lot of low-hanging fruit. And as we head into Q4 and you're launching your Q4 offers in early mid-November, you should be doing a direct mail piece and getting that in the inbox a week to 2 weeks before your actual offer goes live to the public. Direct mail is huge right now. I love it. And that really ties us off with that fourth channel. It's 2024, guys. It's never been more expensive to get high qualified website traffic to your site, not only top of funnel, new people, but also it's becoming more expensive to keep people. The internet's bigger than it's ever been before. E-commerce is bigger than it's ever been before. And we're fighting for attention and we're fighting for dollars. So we need to be as aggressive as possible as a brand to make sure that we get our customers to come back again and again and again. If we're not getting them to come back and we're just trying to sell one-off, what type of business do we really have? Why are we actually doing this? And that's the point of today. I guarantee you, if you guys focus on layering in these 4 channels into your marketing mix, you're going to see some massive success. And I know it's not easy. There's a lot going on here. There's a lot of tools, but foundationally, investing in the technology and the team, the infrastructure, and the campaigns to run this is going to make your business exponentially more valuable. So that's really it for today, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Hope you guys take advantage of some of this information we put forward. So with that being said, I'm out. Love you guys. See you later. Peace.